Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Grab behind the line. It's Young. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes.
Hey, that's a live ball. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Complete downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass on second down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. The aerial assault continues. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Dukes will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Great move, now he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
That is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Got it in the middle. It's Prentice. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Gets away from one. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it on the run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
And that's a great job executing the drag line. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It is perfect. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum from the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Escapes the sack. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dukes. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it, put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage, you got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback there. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It's complete. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Dukes have this offense rolling. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. The Dukes are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they will score! Touchdown, James Madison! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over Nevada. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's long. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. To the air on 1st down. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Touchdown, James Madison! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking at it to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation. Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Dukes offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this run.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Off play action. He rifles one deep to the left. Got his man downfield. strikes the blow. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Dukes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Oregon Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a matchup between these two guys. I know they'll never go head-to-head, but David, you know they're trying to one-up each other.
Oh, this is head-to-head, and I'm watching everything you do, and I'm going to try to do it better. So I'm interested to see if anybody...
Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, James Madison. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's low. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here. He just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high and wide on that one. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. To throw, it's Gabriel. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Dudes have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half.
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg.
And the Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his own 20. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
That's a first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass, it's Gabriel trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Throwing right. It's caught. Touchdown, Dukes! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. Can anyone catch him? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. You'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Moore will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel good.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So James Madison's offense will get the first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, just keeps firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing down the left side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Dukes will snap it on first and 10. He wants to throw. Steps away. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Lacey. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The play action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
James Madison, 7. LSU, 3.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. Smashes ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires left. A strike downfield. Touchdown Dukes! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 4 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Second down coming up.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They want to just keep throwing it. He's going up top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on second down after the incompletion. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
It's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, James Madison. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.